Okay, on to something a little more interesting here. I've had this pattern generator, the Sencore VA62A, for some time, and I don't think it had these. I don't know if that's the LCD or if that's blotches from behind the panel here. I don't know, but I know it didn't have that before. But this thing's taken a tumble, and I've noticed it's missing. Some of the knobs are chipped and it's dented in, so this thing's had a hard life. And I've never really tried it. I tried it briefly and I noticed the switches were dirty. Well, I hooked it up to a Sony KV, I forget, 15, I don't remember the number offhand, but it was a late model Sony 80s, and the tuning it wouldn't lock all over the place, and I was suspecting the television itself. So I went and hooked this up to the this little RCA black and white, and it seems to perform okay. I'll show you. I've also ordered, there's a gentleman online that sells an EPROM for these, so they can run in the 25 megahertz range for the older sets. So I'm going to try that at a later date, but I want to at least establish a baseline because I'm having such a hard time with that Airline Sentinel 7-inch set. It's fine when it's cold, but when it warms up it starts overloading and bending, and there's still about five wax capacitors to change, and I have one resistor's out of tolerance, just a little high, but I don't think that's the problem. But I'm going to replace those final components on the Sentinel, and maybe use this to establish some kind of baseline pattern. I've brought in a Mitsubishi here in place of the Sony to try it with color bars, but so here we go. I will turn the RCA on. It's on channel 2. And then we'll turn on. This comes on channel 2, so. And this one comes right up with the tone and everything. The Sony was all over the place. You had to fiddle with it, and eventually it would come in. But this, okay, color bars, dots, crosshatch, cross, and dot. Okay, we can kill the audio. See, like I said, the switches are a little dirty. We can turn it off for now. Alright, so channel 2, fine. Dot, cross, hatch, dots, color bars. This is where this one has a problem, the chroma bar sweep. These switches here, if you touch them, you'll get the different bars if you just gingerly tap the switches. So these switches here have an issue. I'll try cleaning them. Can't fix TVs until you have your test equipment that's solid and your TVs that are solid for testing. So anyhow, the multi-burst also, as you fiddle with the switches, I'll get the other patterns. I can fill the screen, but it takes some doing. So I've got a little work ahead of me here. And it does the 10-step, 10-bar staircase. Okay, so now let's hook it up to the Mitsubishi, and I want to get onto the Sony Betamax opening. That's why I brought the Mitsubishi up. I'm going to hook this up to the Mitsubishi and see what happens. Okay, Mr. Mitsubishi here. Let's power him on. He just comes up on channel 3. Let's go down to 2. Sound, tone. Except I see no color. Oh, I see. That's not in the. Okay. That's 10-bar staircase. That is not color. I know the camera's syncing on. Multi-burst again. Not unless I tap these switches do I get the multi-burst to come out. These switches are just touchy as all. Okay, color bars. No, chroma. Same with the chroma bar sweep. Just a little touchy here. Alright, You get the idea. Okay, color bars. I say it's blanking on that, but all right. So good. This TV works. Dots, crosshatch. Not in love with the. I'm not in love with the the squig, the bends this one seems to have. Let's try channel. Let's try channel. Oh, of course it's scanning. Oh, what a silly TV. Channel 5. Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about. Squiggly lines in our crosshatch there. Alright, let's go check something else out. Like I say, these switches, that's these switches right here. Okay, enough of this. Okay, a few videos ago I showed you this VCR we picked up, the Beta Hi-Fi, non-functional, and I ordered the 9-volt regulator for it. I haven't gotten around to putting that in yet. However, I came across this. I figured, what the heck? Again, it was a best offer accepted. I was starting to open it, and I wanted to show you how eBay makes me cringe whenever I order anything from sellers, but I just want to show you packing done right. This came from Idaho. It's always nice to read some of the headlines out in another part of the country. Let's move Mr. Mitsubishi over here so we can open the flaps. And maybe we'll have a look at this, because this one, the functionality is not known. But it appeared to be in really good shape. And again, we didn't pay a lot for it. I'm opening it from the bottom. I always like to open my boxes from the bottom. That seems to get the least attention from people, the bottom. They just drop it in a box and they put things on top. I would like to see where that regulator is, but we'll save that for another time. This one has the door and the controls. Let me get it out. Okay, and there we are side by side. As you can see already, this one is much cleaner inside. That's our regulator right there. Trying to get some focus on that, but that's where our regulator is. Okay. Now this one for certain will be replaced. A little scratch on the cover. It's missing the blue sticker. It does have the door. This one's missing the door. This one's missing this control door, but this one's all complete. Oh, as I was saying, this one has the door, both doors, and is complete. We'll power it up to see what it does. And I did remember that they said they had the remote. I don't want to be too hasty, but the remote did not have the battery cover, they said. Dig around for the remote in here. Okay, we do have the remote missing the battery cover. Not a big deal. A little crackage there, but anyway. Factory remote. Let's power it up, see what it does. See if it'll accept the tape or not. And see if the power indicator has the LED, which this one does not. But I do know that's fault of the regulator. Okay, I've applied power to this one. It did make some motor noise, like it initialized, and it's home. You can't see the clock because it's so bright out, but it is flashing 12 o'clock. This one we're not going to deal with. I brought it out because I may just blow it out with some compressed air. Oh, and there's our remote. Okay. Now when we power this, I want to see if it illuminates. Yes, this one's much more alive. I can't see if that's green. Yes, that is green. don't see the Beta Hi-Fi light. Yes, this clicks when you... This clicks when you apply power, whereas this one does not. Well, this is going to be the test tape, it looks like, from here on in. Let's see what happens. I should have my Mitsubishi on. It comes on channel 3. Get our tape out here. Remember, this is a test tape. We're all set up in the 80s here. We have our 80s TV. Oh, you SOB. Try that again. Okay. Power's on here. Let's see if it takes the tape. It is threading. It did thread. These Sonys thread the tape in the mechanism continuously, whereas the Sanyo retracts it out, pulls it out, retracts it, pulls it out. That's why I like the Sony. I don't know if I dare try fast forward or rewind. It is rewinding. Okay, let's try play. Let's just go for it. It is playing. Oh, come on, where's the volume? Tracking. Sent to the tracking. It works. It's awful bright out here, so I think that's going to about do it for the testing. Fantastic. Little focus here. Okay, so it's working. We have the controls on this thing. Color. You can't see much out here, but it's fine. Didn't eat flesh. What is this? Ultra flesh? Okay. That'll do it for the beta. Now we can use... And this is Beta Hi-Fi too, by the way. I know you can't hear it through the TV, but the sound will be fantastic. Okay. Stop. And when you press eject, it will unload the tape back into the cartridge. Very good. Very good purchase there. The Betamax. Again, this is the SL-HF500. And this is a little beat up, but just, I'm sure is functional shortly. Same model. So anyway, this one there's not even any dust in here, hence its condition. And but we'll still get this one going and have a look at it later in the dark. Okay, tale of two Betamaxes.